Heyo.
Hey everybody, happy Monday. Agents who win here, or agents who've won, helping everyone else win. I want to just welcome you back to our Monday show of Todd Schroth and Coach Daniel Betancourt, bringing you some value on these Mondays. Daniel, how are you today?
I'm good. This is a very special episode. It's the Todd's birthday episode. Woo-hoo!
Tomorrow. I mean, we'll celebrate it early like we did yesterday.
Oops. I've already started celebrating.
So did I yesterday.
Happy birthday tomorrow. I'll wish it again.
Thank you.
So, yeah.
3 times the charm.
Todd's birth week. Woo!
Yes.
So today we're going to be talking about the importance of time management in your business, in your real estate business, and creating something that some people call the perfect daily schedule for yourself. And what's great about the perfect daily schedule is that you create it yourself and you put all of your priorities into the schedule. So whatever it is that you enjoy doing and you want to have time for, if you time block for it, you can have those things in your life. So that's what we're talking about today.
Cool. It's exciting. I mean, if we can win the day, then we can win the week. And the best way to win the week is to prepare Sunday night or Monday morning. I like the ideas, getting into the office a half an hour to hour early, or get ahead of the day, get up half an hour early and start preparing just so you have your plan of attack. Right.
So part of the, perfect daily schedule is to really be dialed in on what your goals are, because you have to be striving for something. If you want a perfect daily schedule, you have to set it up with the end in mind. So it's really important to know what it is that your goals are. Not everybody's trying to sell 1,000 homes a year. So you want to plan accordingly. Some people want to work less, have more family time. Some people want to be the #1 agent in the country. So there's not one perfect schedule for everybody, and it's highly customizable. But the main thing is that you have a guide for each day and that you stick to it as close as you can. So, the first thing I would say is to decide what your goals are. And once you decide what your goals are, then you can set up the schedule for that. #1, obviously, for us is family time. We want to have some family time in our schedule. We don't want to be, just live for work. So you want to prioritize your family time, schedule it in there. For those of you who are married, date nights. For those of you who are not married, maybe speed date nights. And, it's kid time. Like, Todd, you were just doing that volleyball tournament with your daughter. And I'm sure it's hard to pull something like that off without planning in advance.
You've got to block it out. I mean, I make sure whenever I have something in my calendar, I record the time as busy that it's an important thing I need to be at, so no one else can access my calendar and try and book something else in there. Same thing with baseball weekends. If I need to attend to some business while I'm there, that's the beauty of the cell phones and text message. You can step away and do that, but you're not blocked out where you got to go show or go do anything.
Right. So everything that's important to you, put it into your calendar as a recurring appointment. And, for some people, it's church. It's working out. It's preparing for the day, making breakfast. For me, it's making breakfast for the kids, taking the kids to school or to daycare or, to summer camp. In this morning scenario, you want to put that into your schedule and schedule it in there. And if it's a recurring event, make sure it's in there. So, each day when you start the day, you don't have to think about what you have to do. You've planned it all in your schedule. In my team, we do a daily huddle every morning. So when I was planning to do the daily huddle, I had to plan it around, when do I take my kids to school and when am I going to be available for that? The great thing for my team with the daily huddle is we're able to tackle yesterday's challenges. We all cover what challenges we had the day before, talk about the best ways to overcome those, and we also celebrate the successes on a daily basis. And for me as a team leader, that cuts down on the interruptions throughout the day, because every morning the team has had an opportunity to go over whatever's on their mind. And unless it's a super emergency, it can be covered the following day on the daily huddle.
I like the idea of the daily huddle tool too for brokers and team leaders, because it does, your example right there, it does keep your team meetings in a lot shorter. But that same thing for us is like trying to plan one where we're at 9 o'clock getting it done, or 8:30. It's like, when can everyone be available and when can we knock this out?
Yep, it can be tricky, but with proper planning, I think it can be accomplished. The next one is prospecting. So if you're an agent out there that needs business, you have to have prospecting in your schedule. So you want, 4 hours of prospecting. Doesn't have to be all prospecting. An example would be an hour of expireds, an hour of FSBO, an hour of follow-up to your old leads, and an hour of calling your sphere. That's an example of 4 hours of prospecting. You can break it up so you're not necessarily aiming to dial 500 dials a day. That's not for everybody. It's for some people, but it's not for everybody. Maybe you've been in the business for a long time, so you're not hunting down, let's say, for sale by owner business, expired business. Maybe you have enough business from your sphere of influence, so you can rearrange those hours to follow up with your past customers, connect with your sphere more often, maybe do invitations to events that you're doing. So you want to have, 4 hours of money-making activities as early in the day as possible. The next step on the list is you want to set up your appointments and your email time. Like, we all get interrupted with emails and text messages and all that. So when you're doing this prospecting time, this is your money-making activity. So you want a time block. If you're getting emails, if you're getting phone calls, you shouldn't really interrupt that because that's your money-making activity. So if you're getting emails, don't open up your email. Don't go on social media during these hours. Treat those hours as sacred time, and schedule your email time. Schedule your lunch, schedule your breakfast, schedule your dinner. Make sure it's all in there, because it's going to take some time to get it perfect. But once you perfect it, it's going to be a great guide for your day-to-day business. But make your appointments in the afternoon. You make your appointments in the afternoon, and between prospecting and your appointments, that's when you can catch up on your emails, text messages, and all of that.
I think that's a golden thing there too. And if you are doing your prospecting, it's keeping your email shut, because that's my problem is my inbox is always open. And if I can shut it down, I can probably get more quality time. You see a lot of those people who have the voicemails to say, I return calls between 12 and 1 and 4 and 5. Right. If you're prospecting 9 to 12, cool. That's when you take your 12 to 1 to return phone calls or text messages, and your 4 to 5. Because if you interrupt that pattern you're trying to do, you'll get dragged off into this rabbit hole down south, and you want to make sure you're staying on path there.
Right, and everything becomes an emergency. So I heard somewhere a long time ago, if you're not completing your to-do list, you're completing someone else's to-do list.
Yes.
So, everyone's got stuff for you to do. And if you're not doing what's prioritized by you, then you're checking off everything on everyone else's to-do list. Well, so what I wanted to do was quickly run down some things that you would consider putting into your daily schedule. So family time, very important. Family night, date night, we talked about that. Church, exercising, getting ready for the day. It helps me out to just have a little calendar reminder to get ready for the day. Study scripture, prospecting, lead follow-up, doing your appointments. Obviously, you want to set appointments. You want to have at least 5 face-to-face appointments per week. That's going to set you up for a productive real estate business. So set appointments. That's the whole point of the prospecting, is to set appointments. Your meals, we talked about that, breakfast, lunch, dinner. If you're a single agent, you need some admin time. If you are a higher producing agent and you've hired an assistant, then your administrative assistant is going to tackle that admin time for you. And then you're going to have a to-do list usually. So tackle that to-do list. If you're working with a coach or a mentor, you also want to schedule some time to complete homework. Like if you have a coach or if you have a mentor, they're going to be helping you accomplish some things. And if they're not giving you some kind of a homework, then you're not going to, someone's at my house. So you're not going to grow. So you should definitely work on that homework. Emails, voicemail, unexpected, putting out fires, that comes in there. Everyone's got to work on their social media at some point. If you want to work on some video, do you strive to hit a certain amount of videos per week, or you just pump them out as often as they pop into your mind?
We've been recently just doing the 2, which is this show and the Friday show. And now I'm like, I made a commitment last week to hit 5 videos. We did 4. I'm doing 5 this week. And that's just interview type videos. But, right. The Facebook Lives, I need to do a lot more. And I think those just need to be pumped out as you're in a certain spot. They don't need to be planned. I love the impromptu videos more than the planned out ones because they are off the cuff and they're a lot better.
Unscripted, right?
Yeah.
Yep. You also need recreation or me time. Like, you want to enjoy life. Life isn't all about how many homes you sold. You know, like what we talked about with the Miracle Morning for real estate agents, meditation, quiet time, affirmations, visualization, journaling, reading, and just working on the business. You have to plan. So if you get stuck, also, you can get stuck in this rabbit hole of just selling homes, right? At some point, you have to say, what's my goal for my business? Where do I want my business to go? And you have to business plan for achieving the goals that you have for your business. If you just are working with buyers and sellers all the time and you're not thinking about your business, then you'll just be working, you know, with buyers and sellers all the time, and your business won't really grow. You're just tackling, you know, the challenges that come to you on a daily basis. So,
well, that's working on your business versus working in your business, or, you know, vice versa.
Right. You have to work on your business and don't just get stuck working in the business. Hopefully you want the business to grow, or if you're retiring, then you want to have a plan for winding down your business.
Yeah.
And, you know, the one thing that I need reminders with sometime is schedule your sleep. Like, over the years, I've had various reminders that it's bedtime. If you want to wake up early and have a productive day, it's hard to do that if you're going to sleep at 1:30. So it's beneficial to have some reminders to go to sleep at a reasonable time.
It's funny on that one, 10 o'clock or 9:50, my phone goes off because it says that you need 7 hours sleep. So 9:50, my phone goes off with a lullaby real quick. I'm like, kids, time for bed. Right.
I mean, I go through phases where I wake up at 5:30 no matter what. So, you know, the consequence for going to sleep late is tomorrow I'm going to be working on, you know, 4 hours of sleep.
Yeah.
So, but this is a great goal to have, the perfect daily schedule. You want to schedule this into your calendar. You want to make them recurring appointments. You know, if you want to go a little advanced, you can color code certain activities, you know, family time, green for money-making activities and things like that. If you're a C on the DISC profile, and even if you're not, even if you have, you know, you're a strong I and you claim to have ADD, this type of a schedule is going to help you out a ton.
No, I think the getting the schedule down too, because like I've had mine where it's, you know, I know some of the stuff needs to be deleted so it's clear, but don't get stressed out when you put too much stuff in your calendar. It just means that you're trying to accomplish a certain amount of things and you know where your priorities are. And some of the stuff that I've got reoccurring, I can, you know, miss or schedule something else on top of that. I have that as a free event, as availability, or busy, you know, if I need to make sure that I'm there and I can't, it's like a non-negotiable.
The main thing is to schedule the priority things, you know, money-making activity, the family for sure. Schedule the priority things, and as long as you're accomplishing those, it's you're getting there.
It's a big win. Yep.
Yeah.
No, exactly.
So if anyone wants help with this or want to see some examples, just give one of us a shout, and we're happy to share that with you. And I think that's it for today, unless you have something.
No, I think it's all great stuff. It's all about how to win the day, how to plan the day, and how to win the week. So, I mean, these are all great little tips we've got that you shared over here, Daniel. I think it's great stuff. You guys do need some coaching on it, or just want to have some conversations about what we do or how we're doing it, or, you know, what our days are looking like. Happy to connect.
Perfect talk for a Monday morning.
Yep. As we sit here and plan our week, I'm an hour late.
Happy birth week, Todd.
Thanks. Awesome. All right, everybody, have a good one. We'll see you on our Friday show.
See y'all.